Hi, I'm Kay from Korea. Welcome to my channel. Today, we are talking about the world order of Korean. This is very important because I think maybe this is the biggest difference between English and Korean. And well, when it comes to English, the word order is like this: subject and verb and object. Like I love you. I is subject, love is verb, and you is object. But in Korean, we talk different. 나는 당신을 사랑합니다. 나는 is subject, 당신을 is object, and the verb is 사랑합니다. Well, as you see, the verb 사랑합니다 comes last, right? In English, the verb love came before the object you. But in Korean, the verb 사랑합니다 comes last after the object 당신을 사랑합니다. Right? This is very important. I think you guys already know these words, these terms, the grammar terms, but I have to remind you of these terms again. Because to learn about the word order, you need to know these grammar terms. Well, subject, object, adjective, adverb, verb, predicate, complement. All right? Just in case you need more explanation, I'll do this. The subject is I in I love you, or the Yuna. Yuna did it. Jungkook in Jungkook is handsome. The subjects are I, Yuna, Jungkook. And the object is they yell at me. Me is the object. I love Jungkook. Jungkook is object. He drinks water. Water is the object in this sentence. And adjective is like this. The big in the sentence, I'm a big girl. The sky is blue. The blue is the adjective, and Jungkook is handsome. Handsome is adjective, right? Easy. Verb is something moving, or your heart is moving. Also, it's a verb. I love you. Love. She did it. Did. Jungkook goes home. Goes is the verb, right? The verb is like this. It's quite big. It's quite a verb. It's pretty good. Pretty is a verb. The verb describes the verb or adjective. So the quite describe big and pretty describe good. I got back home recently. Recently describe got back. Got back. Well, predicate is a little bit different. Well, predicate means something describing what the subject is doing, what the subject has done, what the subject did, right? So I love you. I, the subject, love. Love is predicate. Yuna did it. Did is predicate. Jungkook is handsome. Jungkook is being handsome, right? So, is handsome is the predicate. In English, the predicate comes here. I love you. You did it. Jungkook is handsome. But in Korean, a bit different. Things are a bit different. Anyway, the complement is something like this. I became a doctor. He became a doctor. He is doctor, actually, right? So, complement, a doctor is complement. Complement describe he, right? Jungkook is a nice guy. Nice guy is Jungkook. Jungkook, same, nice guy. Complement means it helps to understand what the subject is. So, anyway, so this is complement. Okay? Before getting into world order of Korean, I'd like to talk about the world order of English. Well, in English, the most important thing is subject and verb come first, right? So, in English, they have 5 types of word order. 5 types, only 5 types. Maybe you already know that. Anyway, let's see. The first type is SV, subject and verb, like she cries. The second, SVC, SVC, subject and verb and complement. Jungkook is handsome. Jungkook is subject and is the verb. Handsome is a complement. Jungkook, handsome, same. And the third, SVO, subject, verb, object. Yuna kissed me. Me is the object. Yuna kissed me. And the fourth, subject, verb, object, and object. He wished me luck. He wished me luck. Me and luck are all objects, right? The last one, the fifth one is SVOC, subject, verb, object, complement. I made him a doctor. I is the subject, made is verb, him the object, and a doctor is complement. These 5 types are the basics of English. In English, they have only these 5 types. In Korean, we also have 5 types. Well, and the most important thing here is the verb or the predicate comes last in Korean. This is the most important difference between English and Korean. All right, let's see. Well, where the S is subject also, O is object, and A is adjective, and V is predicate here. Okay, because the grammarians are doing this because in English the predicate is almost always the verb, so they use V for predicate, I think, and AD is the verb and C is complement. So let's see. The first one is 하늘이 푸르다. 하늘 is sky. 하늘이 푸르다. 푸르다 is blue. So the subject and predicate. And the second one, 유나는 수박을 산다. 유나 is the subject. 수박 is watermelon. 산다 is buy. Okay? So subject, object, verb or predicate. And the third, 정국이 의자에 앉았다. 정국 is subject. 의자 is the verb. Actually, it's like the verb type phrase. 의자에. And V is, of course, predicate here. And the fourth, 내 동생은 의사가 되었다. Subject, complement, verb. The order is different from the order of the English, right? If it's English, in English, you have to say like, my brother became a doctor. So subject, verb, object. The order is different. And the fifth, 나는 그가 바보라고 생각한다. 나는 subject, and 그가 바보라고. Another subject and 바보, a fool, it's a complement. And 생각한다, think. So the order is subject, the subject and complement and verb or predicate. But some Korean grammarians think this is like a subject and object and the verb and predicate. But well, it's a difference of opinion. Anyway, whichever is all right. So let's see what happens to the sentences if they are English. If they were English sentences, what happens? Let's see. The first one, 하늘이 푸르다. The sky is blue. It's SVC, subject, verb, complement. And the second, 유나는 수박을 산다. 유나 buys a watermelon. SVO, subject, verb, object. 정국이 의자에 앉았다. 정국 sits on a chair. Subject, verb, and other verb. It's like, but actually it's other verb phrase on a chair. This is not just on one word, so it's a phrase. So the verb phrase. And my brother became a doctor. 내 동생은 의사가 되었다. It's subject, verb, and complement. My brother, subject, became verb, a doctor, complement. I think he is a fool. 나는 그가 바보라고 생각한다. I think he is a fool. Subject, verb, complement. If it's these sentences were English sentences, these are like this. Okay. Now look at the difference again. Okay. The first one, 하늘이 푸르다. In Korean, it's 하늘이 푸르다. Subject and verb or predicate. And in English, the sky is blue. Subject, verb, and complement. Different, right? And the second one, 유나는 수박을 산다. In Korean, subject and object and verb or predicate. But in English, Yuna buys a watermelon. Subject, verb, object. It's SOV, but this is SVO. The order is very different, right? And the third one, subject and adverb and verb. 정국이 의자에 앉았다. 정국 sits on a chair. Subject, verb, and adverb. SADV, SVAD. Different, right? And the verse, SCV. 내 동생은 의사가 되었다. My brother became a doctor. And 내 동생은 의사가 되었다. In Korean, it's the order is SCV, subject, complement, and V, verb or predicate. And in English, it's subject, verb, and complement. And the last one, the fifth, 나는 그가 바보라고 생각한다. 나는 subject, and 그가 another subject, and complement, 바보라고, and the last one, V. This is the verb. But in English, I think he is a fool. The order is SV, SVC. The difference is very obvious, right? And in all the types, the most obvious difference is the location of the verb. In English, the verb comes before the object, but in Korean, the verb comes after the object. So you have to say, instead of the I love you, in Korean, you have to say 나는 너를 사랑해. Subject, object, verb. And instead of I want to eat bibimbap, you have to say 비빔밥을 먹고 싶어. Or 비빔밥이 먹고 싶어. In these cases, the subject is omitted. Okay, we usually do that, omit the subject. When you used to say things like this, 비빔밥을 먹고 싶어, or 비빔밥이 먹고 싶어. So the 비빔밥 is the object, and 먹다, 먹고 싶다. This is the verb or predicate. Okay, and the you see the 을 or er, the 조사. We have a lot of 조사 in Korean. So maybe we have this 조사 instead of the like in or at or something like that in English. With or a lot of that. And I will explain about 조사 next time. Today we learned about the word order of Korean language, and I want to remember. I want you to remember these, especially the location of the verb is very different. Okay, in English the verb comes before the object, but in Korean the verb comes after the object. This is very important, and this is the biggest difference between Korean and English. Okay, see you.